Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Coach Ronnie Slaughter, head of the Kemper County Lady Wildcats basketball team. They just got done defeating the Greene County Lady Tigers, 6-4 to 19, 6-6 to 19. Sorry. So, Coach, tell me, how did you feel coming into this first game of the season?
Yeah, honestly, I was a little nervous because I have such a young team. I had a real good nucleus on my team last year. I had 6 seniors that had been with me, well, 5 seniors that had been with me for 4 years. So I had groomed those pretty well. I thought it was going to be I knew it was going to be a big loss when I had those 6 seniors leading me last year. But this team it surprised me a little bit tonight. They did a little better than I actually thought they would.
Are there any players that stood out tonight amongst them?
I would say I did have a couple players stand out. Cravius Jackson stood out to me a little bit. Liz stood out to me a little bit. Trinity Westerfield also stood out to me a little bit. They all played well. I can't lie because they played a team game. To me, when you play a team game, everybody's going to stand out because everybody's doing a little something to make everything that we need to be big in the game to win the game. So I think everybody kind of stood out to me. Just the heart of the team.
So I noticed sitting up there in the stands, you guys are pretty good, locked in defensively, especially number 10, by the way.
Okay.
We noticed you guys kept resorting to the fast break points. Were you guys doing that all night long, or was that just something adjusted on the flow?
That's kind of the intention of the team. That's kind of the mindset of the team this year. I feel like we have such a young team, and we don't have many that have really game experience as far as in-game experience. We only have about 2 or 3 that actually played pretty good minutes last year. But they like I said, none of them started, so they were coming off the bench. So I really didn't understand. I really didn't know how they were going to react to the big lights, being that they were all the key players and key factors of the game every night. So, like I said again, they kind of surprised me a little bit. To me, they came up big. They played, like you said, they played defense pretty well tonight. Most of our mistakes were made on offense, and I think as time goes on, that'll get better offense.
Now I know I came late to the game, but for the folks who watching on Kemper Athletics, by the way, go to YouTube, Kemper Athletics. You can check it out, the Kemper County versus Greene County, Alabama. What did you guys do offensively? Mistake that had a lot of mistakes, but also what you guys did that was, basically what you guys go to as the bread and butter,
Well, to be honest with you, we really didn't run too much offense tonight. It was the mistakes that we made offensively were in transition, where we making bonehead passes and just rebounding the ball and not looking where we're throwing it. I feel like it's just the inexperience. You know what I'm saying? Once they play games, once they figure out that the game can slow down for them, because they're playing so fast now until the point where that's what's causing the mistake. They're trying to play fast and they're playing too fast. Sometimes they can calm down and slow down and actually make a better play than playing fast and wide open sometimes. Experience, that'll teach them as well.
So you guys are back in the 3A district this time, right?
Yes, sir.
What experience, because last year you guys played in 2A, what experience do you have from, was last year your first time playing in 2A?
That was the second year we played 2A.
Second year, okay. So from the 2 years you played in 2A, what do you hope to bring back to the 3A for the rest of the season?
Well, I know it seems that the division may have changed a little bit because the teams that we were playing normally before we dropped from 3A to 2A, we're not playing those teams anymore. So our division has changed, and some of these teams, honestly, I don't know about. I'm going to have to research them on film. I don't know, but I do know the big dogs as far as who's probably going to be at the end. So, we have to take this one game at a time. Like I said, it's such a young team, I can't even think that far ahead. We're going to go one game by game.
Step by step, little by little.
That's right.
I know it's the first game of the season, but what are some strengths and weaknesses you've been working on, especially?
Well, I want us to be, things that I worked on that I want to be our strengths are our defense. I want us to be able to press teams. I want to be able to put pressure on you. I want you to have to speed up. I want us to be able to play so well defensively that we make you make mistakes. But we have to capitalize on every mistake that they make. So tonight, we came out with the W, but some of the times when we did press them and we did make them make mistakes on offense, we didn't always capitalize. And sometimes that'll come back to bite you at the end if you don't capitalize on those turnovers. And another thing that we have to work on, our weakness to me is we turn the ball over a lot. We got 15 turnovers in the game, so we got to clean that up. And our fouls, but not moving feet, reaching, that's not gonna work. We got to learn to stay disciplined. If we can learn to stay disciplined and do what we're supposed to do, not try to overdo it too much, then I think we'll be okay.
So what do you think the motivation, or why I shouldn't think, what do you think? I should ask you, what is the motivation this season different from the 2 years in 2A? Does it feel any different? Does it feel the same other than the teams you played and the, teams and courts can change, but the game stays the same? But other than, being 2A for 2 years and, being back to 3A, what's the motivation guys got, of course, besides winning a state title?
Same motivation, man. I just, like I said, game by game, just want to compete. I don't want to put a team out there where it looks like we shouldn't be on the floor. I want to put a team out there where we look like we don't know what we're doing. I feel like just compete, man. I don't never give up. I want my girls to have the type of mentality because I want them to learn that that's the type of mentality you're going to have when you face life. So if you can learn it through basketball and go through the trials and tribulations of this sport and conquer those, or at least be able to maintain and handle those, I feel like that's the motivation of my team. I want them to be strong within. I want them to have self-confidence. I want them to believe in themselves. And I hope that once they gain and learn to do that, they'll transfer to that basketball court, and that'll help them get to the goals and reach the goals that we are trying to reach.
Anything you want to say to the fans?
I would like to say something to the fans. I'd like to say to them, thank you for supporting us, and please continue to support us because we need you. We feed off of you, and once again, thank you again.
All right. Anything you want to say to the other teams?
To the other team?
Yeah.
I can't lie. To me.
Well, the teams in this district, not just this one.
Oh, in this district?
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. Well, that's
like the gospel sound says. We'll let the work speak for itself.
All right. Well, yeah. I'll see if you're gonna answer that. All right. Well, this is Coach Ronnie Slaughter, and I'm Xavier here. Go subscribe to my channel. Also, go check out Kemper Athletics for some more Wildcat basketball. See you next time.